Welcome to my channel, Sincerely Lady C, where I find a corner and sometimes a guest to help me journal and do a virtual diary. If it's your first time joining, don't forget to subscribe. This journey is all about this crazy thing called life, specifically infertility and my journey into IVF. Like, you do have to do some catching up. Go back to a couple pages and just get caught up real fast. But thank you for everybody that has shared my journal, my virtual journal, and who has subscribed already and who has supported, and definitely those who have prayed. Okay, but I do have a special guest with me today, my Zila, my mama, Mrs. Tina Poindexter to you.
Oh gosh.
Mrs. Tina Poindexter.
I don't care.
Mrs.
You know who you are.
Anyway, so for this diary entry, I only want to read the letter that I presented to the board and my doctor presented, just because like the other letters are kind of personal and I don't know if they would feel comfortable with me just putting it on the YouTube channel. So of course I'm gonna frame them for little baby Richmond to see hard work, and hopefully the insurance board members, trustees, people, they will overturn their decision to cover IVF. That is the main reason why I appealed my district, because IVF is like 15,000 and nobody just has that laying around in a mattress. So, but and I did it so people like me can have a little financial support. Like, I know I'm not the only one in 8 people. I know I'm not the only one. So here I go, fighting the cause, right? Dila, chime in anytime you want.
Right.
Okay. All right, so I got my letter, and Madila got my doctor's letter, and then the other letters, we're just gonna hold them dear. But I do want to say thank you for everybody that sent in letters to support my appeal. That really meant a lot to me. Like, I'm not gonna call you out individually, but I love all of y'all. Everybody that's supporting, definitely, it really feels good. So thank you. Thank you. Keep praying for me. I get a little crazy sometimes. All right, so you want me to go? You go?
No, you go.
I do mine?
Yes.
It's a long one. It's a long one. Okay. Dear Insurance Trust members, my name is Christine Richmond. I am a facilitator, a counselor, a judge, a role model. I almost got emotional. Hold on.
Do I need to read it?
Not Zilla. Not Dilla.
You sure?
Okay, let me read it. Let me read it.
Okay.
My name is Christine Richmond. I'm a facilitator, a counselor, a judge, a role model, a healthcare provider, a nurse, a nurturer, an advocate, a comforter, and an intercessor. I defend the weak and advance the strong simultaneously. When children are hungry, I dig in my secret stash and feed them. Some call me mother and others call me aunt. But all of my children call me their teacher. Yeah, it almost got me. It almost got me.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, that was my intro.
That
Okay,
was good.
it almost got me. I hadn't read this in forever. Okay. I'm a math teacher at the best school in the county. Woo woo! I won't call it out. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I'm at the best school in the county. Every day I stand before hundreds of children and give them me. And I love them selflessly because they need it and they deserve it. I do it because I love it. I do it because I love them. Being a teacher is consuming, but my goal is to provide the best quality to my children. With these beautiful qualities, It is with heartache that I have to add one more characteristic. I am a teacher that struggles with infertility. Despite the emotional battle every day, I show up for my children in the hallway at 7 o'clock a.m. to greet them with a smile and a good morning. When I open my classroom door, I become what my kids need. Being a teacher that struggles with infertility is hard. Every day I take care of others' children with a deep, sincere desire to have my own. Since I have begun teaching, there are a handful of students each year that will call me mom or their second mom, and a handful that will call me aunt. I desire to be somebody's first mom. Unfortunately, this journey is not as simple for me. My husband and I went through a year of infertility treatments. We had monthly Clomid medication, monthly ovulation shots, monthly ultrasounds, and monthly blood drawn. This season ended in disappointment, but each day I showed up for my children, my young students. I actually put their mascot right there. I don't want y'all digging for information. But I show up for my young students. It did not go without heartache. Some days when all the students headed home, I was finally able to be vulnerable and cry. There was never a morning without silent prayers. I prayed to give my children the best of me, even when my heart was breaking. I showed up for my children, and I was their second mother.
Do I need
No, I got it, Dylan.
You got it.
I got a streak going, and I have not cried on a couple pages. I got
it. You got this. You got this. You got this.
I was their second mother. Our doctor explained he would stop our treatment, and I would have to see a fertility specialist. We took a year off because this is a massive journey to walk, and to add being a mother figure to my students that needed me. This summer, we finally proceeded with the mission and received news that a woman never wants to become their reality. How long is this?
You want me to chime in right there?
Oh, we're taking a break from my letter?
You want me to chime in in the middle?
Now, here we go.
All right.
9 minutes already? Okay, here we go. My diagnosis shattered my dreams of being a mother. A dream of being a mother. The craving is overwhelming at times. I desire to grow my family and hear the joy in my home instead of silence. I have a disease because it is a disorder of structure or function in my body. After I took my HSG, the x-rays showed my fallopian tubes blocked with fluid. Both of my fallopian tubes are blocked and inflamed. This disease will not allow for reverse treatment. My scars would only return. My doctor explains that my only option is IVF. My fallopian tubes will need to be removed to prevent fluid from leaking into the uterus. Removing my fallopian tubes will begin preparation for in vitro fertilization. This disease is causing my infertility. I am fertile, but the passageway is blocked and hindering my dreams of being a mother to come true. I did good on that one.
You made it through.
This journey has taken away so much of my dignity and has brought a cloud of shame into my life. It is an emotional roller coaster that is never ending. I am on a journey that is uncertain and painfully heartaching. Infertility is a new territory that my husband and I walk. The journey may get lonely and burdensome. Infertility affects 1 in 8 couples. This is 12.5% of the population in the United States. I have to throw my math up in there. The moment this news sinks in your heart, it redefines your life. It is soul shattering, especially if you do not have financial means to support this affliction. My school system should provide their teachers with infertility coverage. The insurance should especially cover when there is a medical condition preventing a married couple from making their dreams come true. Our insurance benefit needs to support teachers with a medical disease preventing a married couple from making their dream come true of having a baby of their own. The struggle to grow my family has brought great sadness. Financial support from the insurance company will decrease the burden. The cost is overwhelming and not covered at this time. Working to better the lives of others' children and not having your own to nurture when you get home is a life I never imagined. I selflessly give myself away being somebody else's second mom. I only want to become somebody's first mom one day. I added that one day in there. But my only way to do this is in vitro fertilization. More than 8 million babies have been born using IVF. When our insurance company views infertility as a treatment of an illness or a disease, many people like me will have greater opportunity to build their own family. With a citation link right here. Infertility is considered a disease. Saul Spiegel, a chief analyst, states, the U.S. Supreme Court held in 1998 that infertility is a disability under the Americans with Disability Act, ADA. In his research paper published in 2005, I have no, this is still citing here. I have no other choice but IVF because of my disability. My insurance policy should support my disability financially. This journey is economically stressful, but with coverage, finances could be the least of my worries. Without coverage, it could result in a considerable amount of debt. Some counties provide coverage, but this is my home. My school system is my home. Okay. Is where I graduated, and I teach as a mascot. Insert. I don't know if I'm supposed to like reveal all these details or whatnot. Okay, but anyway, I have no desire to seek out a new district that supports IVF treatments. I desire my own family, my own home, my own insurance to help my dreams of becoming a mother. Financial coverage can take much anxiety out of this journey. It's kind of long. Okay, almost done. My husband and I, shout out to the husband.
Hi, Greg.
My husband and I are suffering from a disease of infertility. I request that you consider covering infertility treatments and family building benefits in our school system health benefit package. Knowing we are covered will put my mind at ease, and I will be able to focus on students instead of figuring out how we will come up with out-of-pocket coverage. Consider IVF to have coverage under our insurance due to damage. Cutoff was due to my husband that called when he was on his break, so definitely shout out to the husband. He must have heard me shout him out.
that was a good one.
All right, so back to I'm on my last paragraph though. So my husband, shout out to the husband again.
Okay, say it again.
Shout out to the husband so he don't hear me.
Oh.
God whisper. All right, my husband and I are suffering from the disease of infertility. I request that you consider coverage infertility treatments and family building benefits in our school system. Knowing we are covered will put my mind at ease, and I will be able to focus on students instead of figuring out how we will come up out-of-pocket coverage. Consider IVF to have coverage under our insurance due to damaged fallopian tubes or other conditions. I should have put that again. I said that again. Every woman should be able to build their own family without burden with out-of-pocket expenses because of an underlying disease that was out of their control. Women do not ask for this journey, but if it is our journey, we ask for support. That was a good one. Good job, Chris.
Good support.
We need every prayer and much emotional support, but what you can do today is help support us financially. When people ask me how many children I have, I tell them I have over 100 yearly. Add all of my children together and other children that are never assigned to me, which is over 1,000 children that I have raised for years. But all I want is one child of my own to love unconditionally, just like I do to our young students. Consider changing your policy to support IVF due to a medical condition, preventing couples from having children.
Amen.
I finally got through that one.
Amen. You want to introduce this before?
Oh, so my mom is reading the letter from my doctor, my IVF doctor. I asked my IVF doctor to send a letter, and he did so. And I definitely thank him for that. And
all right. To whom it may concern. Christine Richmond has been under my medical care since, you want to put the date? You want to say the date?
March. Yeah,
March 31st, 2020.
Yeah.
Christine and her husband, Greg, have been trying to achieve pregnancy for almost 3 years. As a part of her initial evaluation, an x-ray of her uterus and fallopian tubes was obtained on May the 11th, 2020. This x-ray procedure indicated that Christine's tubes are blocked and filled with fluid. Christine and Greg will require the in vitro fertilization technologies to achieve pregnancy and start a family. This is a very expensive and involved process. IVF holds great hope for helping Christine and Greg. We have seen great technological advances in the IVF process over the past 10 years. Pregnancy rates have increased significantly. IVF offers hope to those who would otherwise never have a family of their own. If you need any additional information, please do not hesitate to contact me, not me, the doctor. Christine and Greg are a lovely couple who will make the best parents someday. Thank you. Sincerely, their doctor.
Mine was super long. I just had to get my point across, I guess. Mine was definitely super long. So thank you, IVF doctor, for definitely supporting. Again, I didn't read the other letters just because I didn't want to personally call their names out or give their personal information out and stuff like that. But I definitely thank you for that support. And you guys are a part of the journey. I hope they do overturn the insurance company.
I do too.
But if they don't, I know for sure that God is going to get the glory somehow, some way, some other way. Because we're going to have a little baby Richmond. If he promised us a little baby Richmond, the little baby Richmond's going to come. So, Mom, you want to say anything?
No.
Nothing?
No. This was awesome, as always, and being with you.
Thank you for joining. If you want to see more of Mozilla, you can go ahead and comment below so I can get her on board. I like having company. Greg, you are next. So, again, thank you for joining. Definitely share this. Definitely share it with somebody that needs it. Thank you for your support and following my journey. It's not over yet. It'll never be over, really. But keep on following. What's that one? Till God says it's over? Is that? I forgot how that one went. I haven't been in the choir in so long.
Me either, but a quote always comes up. You can always sing a quote.
All right, guys. Thank you again. And I think this is page 20 from. You know what page this is? Did you read it? All right, page 25 is complete.